Hey everybody, my name is Nozibele Kamgana Mayaba.
And I am Kumbuzo Goodman Kamaya. Oh, the tone counts. I say it with lots of respect and humility. It's my name.
And all of a sudden you have a twang.
I'm getting older and wiser. So I can't use the same tone that I used 16 years ago. I mean, imagine. Yes, I started in the JSS, but right now I'm a civilized man and a transformed man.
I cannot. Anyway, guys, this video is sponsored by OctaFX trading app. OctaFX is running a major prize draw that allows everyone to win cool prizes. One of 200 stylish and useful merch pack, or one of 15 MacBooks Air. This is regardless of whether you're a beginner trader or a novice trader. All you need to do is the following. Step 1, log into your profile or register if you have not yet. Step 2, join the contest in the promotions section. Step 3, trade 1 micro lot to stand a chance to win stylish merch pack or 3 more lots to win one of 15 MacBooks Air. Guys, we want to do something very special. So April is our anniversary month. On the 12th of April 2016, you always do that. On the 12th of April 2016, we got married.
We need to talk about this thing because yes, I'm actually thinking. So in November, and I need to buy you a gift.
Oh, that would be nice.
And then in Christmas, I must buy you a gift.
Yes.
Valentine's Day, I must buy you a gift.
Yes.
And soon after that, again, another gift.
Yes.
Phela manje.
And I'm waiting for my gift.
Kakati anniversary, do we exchange gifts? Or is the man that buys you?
It's the man that buys the lady. Thank you very much.
And then Valentine's Day?
It's the man that buys the lady. It's the man that buys the lady. School. We're not going to match. Santa, also, we're not going to compare gifts. I'm your gift.
But and now, this thing needs to be clear. We're celebrating love, isn't it?
Yes.
So why should I be the one who buys you a gift?
Because you're celebrating love.
I was celebrating, man. Celebrating. I
cannot.
Oh, now you can't go the celibacy. Forget about it. No.
In celebrating our anniversary month, we are celebrating our 4th anniversary on the 12th of April. Ne? Why is
God, fire. We've been together for many years.
We've been together for 7 years.
Then we should not count that one.
So we are doing like a segment just for April, a special segment called Ask Nosy in School. So we're inviting couples to ask us questions. Ne? So there's a hot question.
So couples only?
Yes, just couples only.
Definition of couples?
Couples can be engaged in a committed relationship, a marriage, whatever the case may be.
As long as
there's a couple.
There's a relationship.
There's a relationship.
Okay.
So this particular couple, I'm not going to name them obviously. It's anonymous. They're asking, so the lady is working. Mm-hmm. They've been together for quite some time. Lady's working. Uputiana is in a different profession that does not necessarily earn in monetary.
Brings in.
Yes.
Income.
It brings in income.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say
that's the right way.
Okay.
Of saying it.
And not in a profession where they bring income. Mm-hmm. Ne? However, as time goes by, they're in a committed relationship and they would like to get married.
So it's the brother that wants to get married to this lady.
Yes.
Who is arguable bringing more income to the house.
It's the only income.
Oh, it's the only income.
Yes.
Okay, sure.
Yes, the only income that's in the household. Mm-hmm. Okay, that could potentially be in the household when they come together.
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
So now, he wants to get married, but he does not have money. How do we proceed? Do we proceed, bana, I give him money to go and lobola. Do I pay for the wedding? Do I say, okay, this is not going to work, I start another relationship, we continue to be in a relationship but not get married, but 10 years down the line, what's going to happen?
So who came with this question? Is it the brother or is the lady now?
It's the lady, kaloku, baby, who is seeking now advice.
Advice about how must she approach this thing?
Yes.
Okay, well, do you know the religion of the two parties?
No.
Because I would say, if we start from a religion point of view,
how is religion going to affect?
Because if the Bible in Hebrews blah 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 says faith. No, the brother is exercising faith. So the brother is exercising faith.
When it does not work, how are you going to pay for the wedding? And also now when you have come together, you must go that process where you combine expenses. So now we are inherit the expenses of the brother.
No, they're in this thing together.
I don't want the togetherness then. I don't want the togetherness. Another person might say, no, Nazi, when are you after money, gatini, whatever the case may be. No, guys, money is very sensitive in a relationship. Let's just start there. And secondly,
so your interpretation and understanding is that the guy wants to get married because he's interested in the monetary value of this.
Shame. I understand.
So, but why is this a focal point, and yet the guy just wants to marry
umtamtanda?
So then,
how are they going to get married?
That's a very good question.
Has
the lady asked the guy?
But can I finish my point first?
Sharp.
Thank you very much. One, it's not about the guy looking after his interest and possibly getting more out of the relationship when it comes to money. Now, yes, I'm a realistic person. He wants to get married, but he doesn't have the means to do so. Like in lobola, and there's going to be expenses when it comes to the wedding. Yeah, my baby.
No, but I haven't
finished my point,
because I'm going to say it in English. It would be better if I was going to say it in English.
No, baby, but that means I can't finish my point. Please respect my point as well. So now I'm saying, one, it's not the monetary value that is after, but it's the reality of how is he going to pay for the wedding? Because it is a norm. We've accepted it, unless we are changing roles and saying, "Bana, no, it is acceptable." Mna as a guy, I am comfortable, and Yena as a lady, she is comfortable that in this current setup, because now the roles have been reversed, I don't mind giving him the money to come and pay lobola for me. I don't mind giving him the money to pay, to look like he's paying for the wedding. And secondly, if that's the case where now they are accepting, the roles are changing in the relationship, then they need to realize, how is that going to affect the dynamics of the relationship? Because as a man, I'm not a man, but from my own experience, I have a brother, I have a husband, and I've been around. That's not.
You've been around.
Anyway,
advice
from my own experience, when it comes to leading in such things, men take pride in such things. Okay.
The guy just asked Umtuak, but I want us to get married.
Okay.
When did it change? At what point did this whole thing change and be about the tools to make this relationship work?
But how is it going?
Money.
But how is it going to? How are you going to get married then?
If the relationship is surviving now without money, why wouldn't it survive when these guys are married?
No, baby, I completely disagree.
It's not about you agreeing or disagreeing. I'm just saying these guys, they're already in a relationship.
Yes.
I don't want to be explicit and say they do adult activities.
Okay.
The lady sometimes cooks, the guy sometimes cooks. I don't want to discuss those.
Okay.
I just want to know, when did it change from being an effective relationship between two parties to the monetary part? That's number one. Number two, I have point number two.
Yes.
Number two is, when the lady wrote to you, did she ask herself key question? And the key question has the word clarifying question. Did she clarify to the guy, but mfowethu, I love you too, so you want us to get married? Are you aware? It's a clarifying question, babe. Are you aware that doing these ceremonies will involve monies? Or in your mind, what idea of marriage do you have, of getting married do you have? Are we talking about the ceremony, or are we talking about these are two different things. The ceremony, which is what you and I did, walking down the aisle, or paying lobola, or the marriage in other ways, us.
Okay. In response to that, ne? I like what you are saying. How? No.
However, use however.
No, I'm not going to use however.
Okay.
You are saying here, how is the relationship going to change from how it is now?
How did it switch?
Yes, I heard you. I feel like you are suppressing a lot of important factors when and the responsibility that comes with the next stage of marriage, whether we like it or not. Ne? I'll make a very practical example.
Yes.
Yeah. So people are saying, no, why is marriage hard? Why are people saying this? Why? It's because it's only between the two of us, the man and the husband. Ne? The man and the
I declare English, I'm used to it.
The man and the wife.
Yeah.
Ne? I disagree on that, because I'm like, you can't just say it's between the two of you. Rather say, Tina, we have provided, or we have built boundaries around us so that our families and anyone who has some kind of influence on our relationship does not have it. Ne? For example, Tina, now, we know our families are very strong, but we have created boundaries around us so that whatever they think, but the final decision is between the two of us. So where I'm going with this is now, no. Where I'm going with this is when you are bypassing or you are suppressing the responsibility that comes with marriage, as if the relationship is not going to change by just the mere fact that they are married. Forgetting a lot of things.
These guys, they are already in a relationship.
Baby, let me make
the probability is that these guys have been in this relationship for more than 12 months. Hence, the guy has decided to take this to the next level.
No, can I say?
So, has the two parties defined what that next level is? Or this lady just assumed that this guy, the fact that this guy does not have an income, they will both struggle when they get married.
It's
because
very clear.
Looking at the money.
It's very
but
clear.
How is the relationship now surviving without the second income?
Baby, it's very clear, but for the fact that she's writing to us, it's a concern that she has. But it's
a future concern, or is it an existing concern?
Whether it's future or not, it's a concern. Whether it's future or not, it's a concern. Another point.
Okay.
Because when you made your point,
yes, we need to teach her. Yes, who's gonna stay here?
We need a moderator.
Okay, yeah, no, it can't be the two of us.
But next time we're gonna need a moderator.
Yeah, no, we need it.
Is she aware? For the mere fact that she wrote, she is aware, but it's going to be a concern.
Baby, my point is that if there are no issues now, what's there in the relationship?
What do you mean there are no issues, baby?
No, but baby, it's this she.
Maybe. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
but the English flash in the go. Yo, yeah, but no, it's must he take it closer?
Baby, what do you mean?
It's a foregone conclusion.
Let us
Yeah?
even
What does foregone go?
Mamela Chom, let us even practicalize it. When we got married, we two people came together.
Baby,
And
is she
wait,
referring to a
baby,
ceremony
wait.
or getting
No,
married?
baby, whether or not it's a ceremony or marriage, it all comes with the same responsibility. That's what I'm trying to get to. Let me make an example with two of us. We came together, and even when it was Landuka clear that, okay, we want to get married, we had difficult questions, but okay, how big of a wedding do we want? What is our budget? And then is our velanjani le mali? How do we save? And so that the burden does not only come from one side.
Yeah,
I cannot. No, wait, baby.
But you are missing the point.
No, baby. But okay, no, it better in my we're in a marriage. We even had also those discussions, but okay, now there are expenses, but we are living together. We want to buy property. Ne? How does that look like? Okay, in the future we are going to have children. How many children are going to have? There's also a black tax. How much money are you sending home? How is it going to affect our households? You cannot at any point downplay the role of money, and which is what this lady is raising. The role of money and what is it going to play in the relationship moving forward, particularly when they're going to get married.
Just think that the mind of that lady is similar to the mind of Unozi, the one sitting next to me. Let me give you an example of what happened. So you and I went to the doctor. The doctor confirmed that we are pregnant. The day the doctor confirmed that we are pregnant, you know what happened? The stress levels that we began to have, my wife was already thinking about the 21st birthday of a child, was already thinking about Ubalizibazan. We walked out there, and it's just from the hospital to the car. It's literally 60 meters. I was so stressed. I pretended as if I had forgotten to pay for a ticket. I just wanted to clear my head. I went back to the paying station and I stayed there just to clear my head.
I don't see the link.
Because she was already stressed for things that will happen in the future. I just think that the guy has not been heard. The lady needs to ask some key clarifying questions. You want us to get married. In your mind, what type of marriage you're talking about? Are you talking about the ceremony, or are you talking about us staying or continuing in this relationship but having a different status?
Does it matter?
Yes, it does.
How?
It does. I'm gonna tell you how. So if these two guys, they're already in a relationship, and the probability is that they've been in a relationship for 12 months, so which means they've been staying together, they're comfortable with one another, and with that one income, they're making things work. They are in that setup. So if they want to change the status, this thing mustn't be about somebody else, but it must be about them. It mustn't be about the tradition. In other words, what happens next door and what used to happen, and what is marriage according to the outside world. They need to redefine or define it themselves.
Okay.
There are alternatives around all of these things. My point is that if they are already in a relationship and it's working, once they change the status, they go to Home Affairs and sign in that dotted line and they put that ring, nothing will change. Unless otherwise there are issues right now.
Okay.
The fact that she is entertaining it, it means that she also wants a committed relationship with this guy. That's my view. But in all honesty, before we move to this, because you've given me a chance, there are three things that you need to consider, sis. One is you need to ask yourself, is this important? Is getting married to this guy important? Number two, is getting married to this guy necessary? Number three, is getting married to this guy urgent? Once she has ticks in all these things, then she has the answer. And when she wants to have that conversation with the guy in clarifying all of these things, She needs to say, Booty, the reality is that I'm the only one who brings income in this house. You're not bringing any cent. And this is an issue if you want to have a marriage or a wedding ceremony that's defined by the outside world. In your view, in your head, how have you defined this type of marriage? And how do you see the future? And then she needs to state her side, how does this impact and how will it impact her in the relationship going forward? And then they need to agree. The problem is that they're looking at other people. The lady is thinking about, what is my mom gonna say? What is my father gonna say? What are you going to say? Have you asked yourself, what are you going to say? The thing is, sine chamba great team. I stop, I pause, and I wait for your comments.
Thank you. Sisi, bawufuna usokola, and also understanding the male ego. And there's so much that you choose to be involved in, because you always make an excuse, man. Well, at least I am not married to this person, so I don't need to deal with this that much. It's similar in that case now. But as soon as they are now married, whether she likes it or not, she's gonna have to deal with that. She's going to have to deal with that.
Let's hear what you say about Pulapuli, about this. The two people coming from different centuries. Is it centuries?
It is centuries.
Yeah, so.
Please tell us what you think in the comment section. She works, he does not work. So now...
They're looking at the future.
The guy wants to get married.
There are no issues currently.
No, you can't say that. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Bye-bye.